Greetings and salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stasis. I'm Count Jack Fisco. Come join me for another horror adventure. Alright, so I'm assuming we use the pheromone either on ourselves or somewhere in the room to move around. Let's go ahead and save, because we can die a myriad of ways. What? Okay, there was another way that we... Oh, we could have been eaten by the clone, the clone liquid bat thing that we crossed over. If we had clicked enough times, it would have killed us. That was the third death we missed. I was trying to remember what it was. Can I click on this one? I can click on this one, I just can't go any further in.
Oxygen levels increasing.
Not sure what this is doing, but okay. So I click this on me.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay, what do I have to click it on? That's the question. Nope, that gets me killed. Alright. I'm missing something here. And I gotta wait for the whole sequence. Alright, so we turn the first oxygen on.
Oxygen levels increasing.
Do I throw it into maybe the spinning fan? Because that would break it open. Yeah, that makes sense.
I hate bugs.
Causing them all to go into the vent and get ground to bits. That makes sense. Yeah, game. Where's my cursor? My cursor vanished for a second. Okay, let's fire up the other oxygen tank.
Oxygen levels increasing to dangerous levels.
Yeah, I figured. This hanging vine stretches across the room, its tendrils hanging down like a centipede's legs. You can't tell whether it's wrapped around an existing structure or whether it traveled the distance on its own accord. Alright, let's open the last one.
Oxygen levels pose a fire hazard. CSEC has been notified.
So I can leave the area. I can't really do anything, I don't think.
This isn't gonna work.
I guess we keep going further in now that we can. What the hell?
The oxygen garden's my favourite part of any ship.
That was a ghost.
Green, full, natural.
Not anymore, it's not. Slowly spinning fan. The leaves hanging nearby this fan rustle softly as they sway slowly in the breeze. Okay, same thing. Moisture dripping down the walls. The condensation not collected by the pool covers the surface of the room, dripping down the walls and leaving air heavy with humidity. Water collection pool. There's a dead body in it. Every so often, the overflow from the collection pool spills onto the human form below, anointing its face with water. Marcos H. Valdez III, Security Level 1. Training Academy personnel. Is that another developer? Body engulfed in vines. That's creepy as hell. The vines surround this body so completely that you're surprised you notice it until it draws breath. Unconscious, this soul must have been resting here for a while, unless the vines grew incredibly quickly. Is that her? What's her name that's still alive? Is that the nurse that's still alive? The verdant plant life covers nearly every surface of the room. Bridge and observation platform. This bridge spans a pair of observation platforms. Corpse. Donald Fryer, Protocol Officer, Security Level 1. Groom Lake Comms. Frank Fleury, Bartender, Security 0. So that's the bartender from before. Thick overgrown vine. This vine ripples with the sinews of This vine ripples like the sinews of a giant's arm. If the vine continues to grow, the metallic support slat won't last much longer. Okay, I don't think we can really interact with anything else here. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here we go. Draken, crew member, Groom Lake Gen, Security Level 0. Alright, let's click on the body. I don't know what else to click on here. It was her. That's the emergency flare. So she is still alive, and she got, like, infested by the thing. By the plants, as well as by the plants were the virus, never mind. Alright, so we gotta blow this up. I think I want to go to the next room before I throw it in here. I mean, we could be in the room when it explodes. I should probably do that so we can see that death. But I don't want to be in there to move the story forward.
I don't know what I was thinking, man. Maybe. No, that won't work.
It really won't let me ignite it unless I actually go in the other room, will it? Alright, let's toss this puppy in there.
No, that won't work.
Okay, do I have to be in the room on the other side? Huh, let's find out. Maybe I need to be over here and... No, I can't... Is there any... Oh, I can click on the body again. Wait, can I? Or not. Whoa! I didn't think he'd go up and poke the body. Can I use the flare on the body, maybe?
I think that would break.
I don't know. I was able to poke the other body and it sank. I don't exactly have a way to, like, cut the body loose if the person's still alive. Was it... Oh, I can keep going right. I didn't realize that. I thought this was like a wall. I didn't realize there was another room I could go to. Whoa. The vines are thick and twisted. This fan spins bravely on. She's encrusted with fungus and vines, the human nerve center for the twisting growths around her. Appallingly, she's still alive. Oh my gosh. The vines have grown through this air duct to impede functioning of the fans. Like millions of silky steel wires and in a suspension cable. Like millions of silky steel wires in the suspension cable, the vines have braided themselves so densely that the corridor is completely blocked. Well, we're not going that way. Planting. The vines form a lush carpet that covers the rough metal floor. Grayson Wendell, cook, security level 0. Nothing about the tree. There's a PDA down there. Stagnant water collection pool. Algae has left scum over the surface of the water of the stagnant pool. Okay, let's check the PDA.
Oh, God.
We can interact with it. It says Eleanor Way. Let's read the PDA first. January 19th. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and great in loving kindness. Okay, this was the lady that said she did the Bible quotes. The Lord is good to all. I simply wish his kindness to extend to Chelsea. The gallery chef told me that a few of the other crew members are uncomfortable with having an ARG patient on the staff. I asked if her work was in any way below standard, at which point he grew uncomfortable and admitted exactly as I thought. No, she was a superb worker, but his team were uncomfortable with her anyway. What is an ARG patient? Being a geneticist and a Christian may appear contradictory to most, but that is their burden, not mine. I believe in grace and mercy. It wasn't Chelsea's fault she was born an ARG baby. James, my ex-husband, blamed me. James wanted her terminated, and when I refused, he packed up and left. That suits me. I'd rather be without an unloving husband and father than without my beautiful child. She is. She's beautiful, a gift from God. And for the ship full of the most supposedly forward-thinking people in the galaxy, their aversion to her condition repulses me. What is ARG? March 20th. Tolerance and patience are virtues greatly praised by the Lord, but aboard the Groomlake I find my stores of both these virtues sorely tested. I discovered through one of my subordinates that a new shipment arrived on board a few days ago, destined for Project Seed. My disapproval of the dangers of Seed are no secret. Considering the size of the shipment and the clear attempt to cut me out of the loop regarding the delivery, I suspect some of my colleagues are trying to mask the precise nature of what it is that has arrived. If it is as I suspect, there will be no, and I mean no, lengths I will not go to in order to depose Dr. Milan. King Corporation is a company for the promotion of the sciences, not for the sinister schemes and unprincipled ambitions of the individuals. I have moral issues with Kane and their weapons research. You should. It tests my faith, but Kane's medical breakthroughs have changed the world, and my world too. It's because of Kane-created research that Chelsea is even alive. This is why I do what I do. I work in genetics to find cures for my dearest Chelsea, and others like her, not for money. It's my job to put things right for her. ARG, I can't even guess what that would stand for. I hope it isn't something I've read before and I've forgotten, because it's been like a week and a half since I played the first part of this. May 21st. I had lunch with Dr. Gray this afternoon. He's an odious little man and utterly misanthropic. But if you need somebody to talk to about Project C, then there are a few people who will give up information more easily. His ego easily outweighs his sense of confidentiality. Project leaders and project members are not allowed to discuss details of an individual project, but he can't resist himself. Nevertheless, he revealed disturbing details. I'm aware of our sample origins. We need human genetic material in order to develop cures for human beings. It's a hard truth, but there's paperwork, permission forms, and contracts that create the supply. That shipment has none of these things. Duh. September 25th. They're children. Oh God, in all your mercy, how could you let Milan, that unholy monster, do this? It's taken months, but finally, I found a young cargo worker by the name of Danica Boxer. She was referred to me by Dr. Tenshu, such a sweet girl. It seems the cargo was a combination of adults and children, all of whom were acquired through illegal channels for use in this genetic research. Yeah, hijacking ships, lady. I do not agree with this. I'll leave this place and take Chelsea with me before I spend one more minute working with a company that endorses the use of children in research. There are not enough words to describe the soulless creatures that did this. Revenge? I don't believe in revenge. Beloved, never revenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. November 26th. Where is she? The creatures are attacking in full force. The screams are all over the radio. They're dying. They're all dying. I hear them scuttle through the vents. See the blood they spill and spray over the walls. Chelsea, oh God, please bring her to me. I'm trapped in hydroponics. Please let my little girl find me. December 9th. Voice note. I can see Chelsea inches from me, lifeless. I contemplated taking my own life as she died just before my eyes. When those creatures attacked, the crew sealed off part of the ship and I was left trapped in hydroponics. That fungus got to me, and now it's inside, profaning my body. Its nerves wrapped around my cerebral cortex. I can feel it move. I try to move my arms, but it won't let me. It's making me watch the fungus consume my baby girl. I must watch and pray for the end to come. So then it does not depend on the man who wills, the man who runs, but on the God who has mercy. From Dr. Gray to Dr. Way regarding Neil. Dr. Way, your comments are most flattering. I suspect, however, that the promotion isn't forthcoming because of a lack of attention paid to our section. Ignorance is frustrating. Our lack of understanding of what takes place at the top of this food chain is of great irritation to me. You do seem to be pushing relentlessly for information about this cargo, though, and I'm somewhat uncomfortable discussing it further. I fear I may have already said too much. For the sake of your career, my dear, I suggest discontinuing your pursuit. You're a fine geneticist, and clearly one of the most talented people on the ship. Don't let it go to waste, Sebastian. From Tenshu to Wei, a matter of spirit. Dr. Wei, I know you're a spiritual woman, and at times receive a great deal of criticism for this, but I feel I can speak to nobody else. I'm well known for my positivity and cheerfulness, and I believe I've earned my nickname Dr. Gray's Smile. I'm haunted by what I'm hearing on the ship, and wonder if perhaps it's merely induced by my own fears. Oh, to hell with it. I'll ask you straight out. Do you believe in ghosts? You may think I'm being ridiculous or delusional, but I can hear things, children crying, deep in the bowels of the ship. I work many late nights, and I'm convinced that I can hear crying through the vents. Where are those sounds coming from? I did hear rumors that before Groom Lake was refitted, a group of children were brought on board, and their quarters were on this deck. There was a malfunction with the heating units, and, well, they all died. I don't want to seem like I'm wasting your time, but I enjoyed our talk yesterday and your open-mindedness about matters of the soul. With kind regards, Akiza. Yeah, no. Now we know what happened to her. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy it. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, keep up the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to take that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.